They've increased patrols in Los Angeles for transit and other critical areas. Okay, Governor Deval Patrick is approaching a podium, and he's going to address us. We're going to listen to Governor Deval Patrick.
Good afternoon, everybody. Well, we've had a horrific attack here in Boston this afternoon. Commissioner Davis is going to give some details about what we know so far. Mindful that we don't have the whole picture yet, but we have gotten a good deal of information. Commissioner Davis will take all of us through the information that we have, and then I'll come back and talk about some of the things and ways in which we're going to ask people to help us help you this afternoon. So let me turn it over now to Ed Davis, Commissioner of Police here in Boston.
Thank you, Governor. At 2:50 p.m. today, there were simultaneous explosions that occurred along the route of the Boston Marathon near the finish line. These explosions occurred 50 to 100 yards apart, and each scene resulted in multiple casualties. At this point in time, all of the victims have been removed from the scene. We have sent officers to hospitals to be in touch with family members and possible witnesses. We immediately activated a system of response that the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and the federal government has in place for these type of incidents. My first two calls were to the Special Agent in charge of the FBI and to the Colonel of the State Police. Both Rick Delorier and Tim Albans immediately sent resources. We have, at this point in time, determined that there has been a third incident that has occurred. There was an explosion that occurred at the JFK Library. So this is very much an ongoing event at this point in time. We are not certain that these incidents are related, but we are treating them as if they are. We're recommending to people that they stay home, that if they're in hotels in the area, that they return to their rooms, and that they don't go anyplace and congregate in large crowds. We want to make sure we completely stabilize the situation. We are setting up two telephone numbers that are very important. The first one is for families of victims and people who are trying to locate people. That number is 617-635-4500. That is the mayor's hotline. The second number, if anyone saw anything at this incident, if anybody knows of any information that could lead to the arrest and prosecution of the individuals responsible for this, they should call us at 1-800-494-TIPS. That's 1-800-494-TIPS. That line will be staffed up tonight, along with the FBI and the state police. We are working with the Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms. We have the general here from the Massachusetts National Guard, who has assisted in securing the perimeter. And we have additional assets from other agencies who are volunteering to assist us. After this incident occurred, there was certainly a lot of people who were running from the scene. Some of them deposited bags and parcels that they were carrying. Each one of those bags and parcels being treated as a suspicious device at this point in time. We have multiple EOD teams that are checking each one of these bags. But at this point, we have not found another device. The three incidents that have occurred, two of them occurred simultaneously on Boylston Street, and the third one occurred at JFK about a half hour ago. People should be calm, but they should understand that this is an ongoing event, and they should understand that we need all the information that we can get available to us. Thank you.
Ed, thank you very much. I want to thank the Commissioner. Full cooperation of the FBI, whose SAC is here, and the ATF, who are also on the ground. We have, as the Commissioner said, the State Police, the National Guard, fully deployed, and we thank them for their assistance. The Fire Marshal, the City Fire Marshal is here as well. So a lot of coordination in a very fluid situation. We are asking that people stay out of crowds and calmly make their way home, or if they're visiting, back to their hotels. All of the hotels' security will be prioritized at the outset. Again, if people have information, please use those tip lines. This is very, very important that we get as current information as we can as quickly as possible. Happy to take any questions.
Governor, can you talk about the marathon, the significance of what happened today, when it was going previously?
Well, the marathon is a pretty special day around here, as you know, and I started this morning visiting Mayor Menino in the hospital, who was devastated that he couldn't be at the marathon today. He's on his way here now, I think. Am I right?
Yes.
From the hospital. So obviously he is as concerned as the rest of us are about the safety of the people who come for this iconic experience here in the city.
Can you address reports that you're looking for a specific kind of truck or a specific kind of person?
No, there is no specific type of truck that we're looking for at this point in time. We are looking for any information that people have as to what they saw or might have heard at the site of the explosion or coming and going. We're investigating all leads right now.
What's the latest death and injury toll?
We don't have the number of casualties at this point in time. This is very early in this investigation. We wanted to get out here and give you as much information as we had, but we cannot tell you exactly how many people have been injured at this point in time.
Heard a third explosion about an hour or so ago. Then there was a rumor that was a controlled explosion. Do you know what that was?
That was a controlled explosion on Boylston Street, but there was a third explosion at the JFK Library that we believe is related.
And Commissioner, had the device that was found, or what's the history of that?
That was not, as I explained earlier, there are a number of parcels that have been dropped by people on the parade route, on the race route. Anything that's out there right now is being viewed as a suspicious device, and we are clearing each one of those items with an EOD team. They may be blowing things up over the course of the next few hours, but at this point in time, we have not found another device on Boylston Street.
Commissioner, have there been any warnings leading up to this, any threats that something like this might happen?
None. We talk about the threat picture all the time as we lead up to this particular event, and we have no information that this was going to happen.
Commissioner, can you tell us what happened at JFK? Just walk us through the timeline.
It's literally just unfolding. I don't have specifics. There was an explosion there.
Early, was that
I'm sorry?
around 3 o'clock? There was a fire there, so did this happen after that?
We got reports after 3 o'clock that there was an explosion there.
Commissioner, any injuries at the JFK Library?
None that we know of. No.
This is a terrorist attack right now. Governor Patrick said it was an attack. Would you say this is a terrorist attack?
We're not being definitive on this right now, but you can reach your own conclusions based upon what happened.
Could you describe the diligence that's being paid to
responsibility,
this?
contact the police trying to claim responsibility for this?
At this point in time, no. Every asset of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and the federal government is either here or coming here. As the governor said, the president has talked directly to the mayor as well as the governor, and I had a personal conversation with the director of the FBI who pledged any help that we needed. So we are stabilizing the situation at this point in time, but people should be cautious. That's all. Thank you all very much.